me doing a reading for Life of Royalty. And I heard CJ So Cool recently say that him and Royalty supposedly was going to be getting back together. So let's see what the cards say for Life of Royalty Spirit. Life of Royalty. It's a big. All right. One of the first cards I get, it says guard against deceit and concealment, dishonesty, betrayal, strategy, tactics, trickery, low self-esteem. Okay. I get this again, but in reverse. It says revelations, freedom, truth, argumentative, wise counsel, trustworthiness, confession. And that's the Seven of Swords upright in reverse. I never had that happen before. We got an Emperor in reverse. It says failure to lead, ineffectiveness, immaturity, weakness, unreasoning, overbearing. Okay, that's CJ's energy. Okay, and then we have the Hierophant. It says understand your beliefs, values, and boundaries. Teaching morality, education, divine wisdom, kindness, and traditions. Okay, so that's giving me somebody needs to understand their moral compass and what they're willing to do and what they're willing not to do. Okay, this is my life of royalty and see it's so cool. All right, so we have unhappiness, negativity, failure, loneliness, need for reflection. That's the Sun in reverse. And then we have eloquent, untrustworthy, insolent, theft, oppression, dispute, jealousy, delays, frustration. That's communications in reverse. And it says eloquent, untrustworthy, insolent, theft, oppression, dispute, jealousy, delays, frustration. So the main thing I'm getting from this situation is obviously she can't trust it, okay? You got the Seven of Swords in the upright and in the reverse. Okay, it's talking about concealment, dishonesty, betrayal, strategy, tactic, trickery, low self-esteem. And then reverse, revelation, freedom, truth, argumentative, wise counsel, trustworthiness, confession. Okay, so yeah. That's my life of royalty. See something here. Yeah, we literally have fights. It's a learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. Arguments, inner or outer conflict, struggle, boldness, tension, rivalry, competition. Okay. It says sharing your success builds more success, giving, receiving, fairness, justice, generosity, sharing, influence, nobility. It sounds like social media. Sharing your influence. And then we have a Three of Cups in reverse. It says overabundance, excessive pleasure, loss of prestige, disloyalty, rejection, betrayal. I keep getting betrayal cards. And like a royalty, she's for this spirit. Yep, I get trifling mistake, truth, deception, recognize, consciousness, and clarity. Okay, again, that says trifling mistake, truth, deception, recognize, consciousness, and clarity. Okay, that's kind of like being in the thick of something and you being in there and you realize that what you're doing it would be it's like it's too late, like you're already in something. It says trifling mistake, truth, deception, recognize, consciousness, clarity, like clarity, but you're already involved in something. But then in the midst of it, you recognize a truth, a deception, recognize consciousness and clarity. Okay, yeah, clarity about deceitful situation. Talking about life of world teaching, so full spirit. Okay, we have the Star card in reverse. Okay, it says unfulfilled hopes, disappointment, pessimism, doubt, despair. And then we literally have a death card. Growth always means leaving something behind. Transformation, any cycles, transition time, necessary change. Okay, so we have a death, an ending, and a star in reverse. Okay, we get a lot of. All right. Like a royalty, see so cool spirit. Like a royalty, see so cool spirit. Yeah, we got evil-minded, cruel, bigoted, hurried, careless, discord, okay? It says evil-minded, cruel, bigoted, hurried, careless, discord. Like a royalty, so cool spirit. got logic, power, heart of the matter, insight, clarity, breakthrough, speak your mind to solve your problems. And then I have a Queen of Wands in reverse. So they're telling the Queen of Wands in reverse to speak her mind, to solve her issues. And I'm doing the reading on Life of Royalty and Sisaku. We're assuming it's Queen and Wands in reverse is royalty. It says aggressive, demanding, dramatic, obstinate, jealousy, deceit, self-doubt. Okay. This could be her energy or somebody in her energy, or this could be CJ. I mean, the gender doesn't really matter. It's just somebody with this attributes. It says aggressive, demanding, dramatic, obstinate, jealousy, deceit, self-doubt. Okay. Like the world here, see Silver Spirit. Yeah, I keep getting the same card. Like he's saying a trifling mistake. Truth, deception, recognize, consciousness, clarity. I got this card like 3 times. Like the royalty, see just a clue. Like the royalty, see just a clue. Ooh. Cards flip. Okay, it says moderation, tranquility, serenity, combination of forces, realization. Seek balance to create calm atmosphere. It says the Ace of Wands. Take action on your ideals. Will create energy, inspiration, creation, force, strength, gain. And then it says imprudence, hastiness, rashness, isolation, withdrawal, darkness, mistrust. A harsh truth is better than a soft lie. Pain, suffering, bitter truth, separation, strife, selfishness, heartbreak. And then you have a King of Wands. Use your dynamic energy of a leader, visionary, successful, swift, expansion, strength, power, will, courage, leadership. Okay. And as the wands are coming in the upright, I mean, for him, so that means it could be meaning like he might get his way in a situation. But for royalty, I keep seeing a trifling mistake. So, yeah. He's coming in the upright. Her energies will be in the reverse. I think she is coming in as a queen in reverse. And she's normally not in the reverse. So, whatever situation this is, you could tell it's going to negatively impact her energies. His energy will benefit, hers will be impacted in the negative. Tell me about Life of Royalty. See so who's scared? Okay, let me put these back in. Let me shuffle one more time. Life of Royalty, see so who's scared? Okay, it says new approaches to old problems, new events and possibilities, enthusiasm for life, acceptance. Someone feeling weak, weakness, doubt, impatience, painless, impetus, repression. And it says stuck, stalemate, unwanted proposal, unaccepted offers, lack of empathy. Wow. So it sounds like she don't want to accept, but she feels weak right now, or someone feels weak in a situation. And it says new approach to old problem, new events and possibility, enthusiasm for life, acceptance. That could mean finding a new way to deal with something, as well as accepting things you can't change about a situation. All right. Talking about life with royalty and see yourself who's there. It says critical, cruel, overbearing, bitter, deceitful, unreliable, dismissive. And that's a Queen of Swords in reverse. It says obstacles, ignorance, pretense, threats, disempowered, insecure. Something like a royalty and secret to spirit. Okay, it says you have earned every one of your success, progress, confidence, conquest, public recognition, and triumph. Okay, so someone's gonna get some type of public recognition about something. She's so cool and like a royalty spirit. Okay, it's something about a higher authority, a hierophant, understanding your beliefs, values, and boundaries, teaching morality, education, divine wisdom, kindness, and tradition. Okay, he coming in as the King of Cups. It says support yourself before you can support others. Subtle, crafty, wisdom, fierce nature with calm exterior, considerate, balanced, generous. So he's coming in like he's trying to be a good person. Okay, he may be getting help from like some type of higher power. Okay, it says problems, insecurity, failure, slothfulness, dullness of mind, instability. Okay, so he and then it says force, gaiety, inflexibility, chaos, imbalance, overwhelmed, disorganized. Okay, talking about she's so cool. I'm like a royalty spirit. It says force, guillotine, flexibility, chaos, imbalance, overwhelm, disorganized. I got that twice. Okay, so someone trying to act like they're happy, okay, but it's really chaotic. Okay, it's an imbalance, overwhelmed, and disorganized. They really don't have a good plan for what they're doing. This King of Cups, okay? Tell me about life of royalty and secrets of the spirit, YouTubers. Okay, it says pride of riches, debt, insolent from success, selfishness, unfairness, injustice, power dynamics. Okay, so if he's sitting up here saying that he will do all this stuff for royalty, he has no intentions. He's basically doing this because he's motivated because he has some type of debt. Insolent from success, meaning like you're not realizing how bad you are as a person because of successes or triumphs you had in your life. Like you don't do self reflection. As a pride of riches, you are not self-explanatory, like being greedy or being prideful. One, only caring about money or being overly concerned about money to the point in a healthy way. It says selfishness, meaning like he's not going to share the pot. If that's what he's promising, it's not happening. And it says unfairness, injustice, and power dynamics. Yeah, you acting like you have more power over someone than you do, but like trying to create that type of dynamic, of power dynamics. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, get a lot of deception, a lot of promises that he ain't gonna fulfill. And that's what he's promising her. No, he's not gonna deliver. A life of royalty and seeks a full spirit. All right, we have frivolous, cunning, careless, defensive, and competitive ideals without action, gossip. And then we said failure, imperfections, lack of fulfillment, unfinished, emptiness, grief for missed opportunities. Okay. It says new approaches to old problems, new events and possibility, enthusiasm for life, acceptance. Keep getting the same cards over and over again. See, it's cool like a royalty spirit. Yeah, and I keep getting this unfulfilled hopes, disappointment, pessimism, doubt, and despair. Yeah, that's like giving me something like unfinished, like something's going to happen where somebody is like missed opportunities, unfulfilled hopes. So hopefully nothing bad happens. Tell me about like a royalty and sister cool spirit. It says rest, ease, restoration, respite, recharging, reflection, abundance. Okay. Tell me like a royalty, sister cool spirit. Someone feeling weak, weakness, doubt, impatience, pettiness, impotent, repression. Tell me about life of royalty and sister cool spirit. Yeah, we got the lovers in reverse. Okay, frustration, separation, failure to meet the test, avoidance of choice or overcommitment. Okay, it says desire, lust, vanity, wrath, temptation, distraction, disarray. For these lovers in reverse. Okay, and then we have a page of wands in reverse. It says superficial, theatrical, distracted, depressed, domineering, bad news, instability. So a page of wands in reverse could get some type of bad news concerning these lovers and some type of decision they're going to make. It says desire, lust, vanity, wrath, temptation, distraction, disarray. Okay, it says the devil in reverse. Release from bondage, respite, freedom of choice, and no and self-imposed limitations. So somebody could be freeing themselves from a devil or demonic situation. So release from bondage, respite, freedom, choice, and no and self-imposed limitations. And this came before this page. So a page may see something and try to distance herself from a situation to protect themselves. A young energy, okay? It says find your inspiration to take action, preparation, planning, expansions, establish force, nobility, success, openness, and honesty. Okay, so I don't know if a young energy is going to be looking at some things and feeling not safe, so they're going to try to distance themselves or move away from a situation. A page of wands in reverse.
Jalea.
All right, life of royalty, is the cool spirit. Okay, it says money regained after severe toil, determined, obstinate recovery, assistance, gift. And it says reach out to the help you need when you need it. Cooperation, gain, teamwork, creativity, realization, influence, common goals. So people are trying to work together for common goals to regain some money. Tell me about life of royalty and see the Supu spirit. And y'all, this doesn't mean this is gonna happen. This could be somebody thinking about this. This could actually be picking on somebody's thoughts, okay? It's saying frustrated, defensive, anxious, obstinate, delayed, disaster for a Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Focus on your home, family, success, and abundance. Protective, generous, charming, intelligent, kind, truthful, practical. So if she was to go along with this, I keep getting disaster, like something going horribly wrong for her. It's attention, turbulence, anxious, unprepared, hurried, insincere, okay? Take a methodical approach and you'll achieve your dreams. Conservative, methodical, dull, dependent, potential, clever, efficient, responsible. So basically, like, take your time to achieve your dream. Don't be tempted to rush or go for what's fast. It says take a methodical approach and you'll achieve your dreams. Conservative, methodical, dull, dependable, patient, clever, efficient, responsible. Being is telling this Queen of Pentacles to take your time. It's okay. Trust the process. Okay, that's for royalty. Trust the process, royalty. Do not do something that could be potentially a bad situation for you, and you know it would be a bad situation. Okay, for you and your children. Yeah. And then we had this lovers in reverse say frustration, separation, failure to meet the test, avoidance of choice, or overcommitment. Okay, I keep getting them in the reverse. And then the sun card, unhappiness, negativity, failure, loneliness, need for reflection. Okay, so that's basically giving me if she did do this, it would be a bad mistake for her. He's coming in the upright. Normally he don't come in the upright. It would be all benefits for him and all bad for you. Life of royalty. So if y'all like this reading, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry if I didn't explain all the cards. If I get any likes on this or any comments, I'll do a part 2 and go more in depth. But yeah, I was just concerned, so I did this reading. I hope she don't talk back with him because I feel like it would be a mistake, and that's what I'm getting in the cards as well. These could just be energies I'm picking up from people's thoughts, what people are thinking. That doesn't mean this is gonna happen. It's just energies I'm picking up at the moment. All right. Have a nice day.